Hello everyone, this is Jotham here, and today I'm showing you Combiner Wars Optimus Maximus. Now, I did a video of this years ago, when I was like 10 or so. So anyway, I got all of these separately, probably like from, I think most of them are probably like from Target. Well, except for Mirage. So, I got Ironhide first. And then, and I think I got, Sentry first, and then Prowl, and then Optimus Prime, and then I got Mirage from Mirage as a, birthday gift. And finally I got Rodimus Prime from Target in Christmas. So now let's take a look at them individually. So first we're going to be taking a look at the leader, Optimus Prime. Now actually this is the Battle Core model, and this is a this is actually a remold of Motormaster. Well, actually, the entire set is actually a remold of Menasor, just with except that Optimus Prime has a gun instead of a sword. Speaking of guns, I still have the other gun, but it's broken anyways, so there's no point in showing it. So we should take it off. And as you can see, his fists are sticking out. So, to transform him, take these side panels out, and then pull the arms down, and turn the entire arms like that, and then turn them around again. And then for the legs, you basically just straighten it up, fold on the feet, split it, just like that. And and then spin this thing around to reveal the head. Crap. So here is Optimus Prime in his robot mode. As you can see, he's mostly white, and his legs are gray. So he kind of resembles Ultra Magnus from G1, well, at least for the cab itself. So a little 360 of them. So for articulation, his head moves, his arms can move. You can bend at the elbow, I can swivel. He has ratchets in here, and also ratchets on his legs. And also his foot can move. And also he does have a fake chest, because you can see the windows on the back of his shoulders. And also this thing is hanging out. This comes to play in when combined. So let's look at the next figure. So next up is Ironhide, because he was the first figure I got in the set, of the entire set. As you can see, he's a pickup truck, and he's a remold of off-road, which replaced Wild Rider in the original Minosaur set for Combiner Wars. So let's remove these. Now to transform them, you take the front of the car, detach it, and fold it like that, and then bring up the arms, just like so, and then for the legs, you just pull it up, and also close it, just like that, and then simply turn the head. Oh. So, there's Ironhide in this robot mode. Now for articulation, his head is on the ball joint, his arms on the ball joint, his his elbow has a ratchet joint, and his legs are also in ball joints. You can also rotate the waist. I also forgot to mention that Optimus Prime can also rotate the waist, which also comes to play in Combiner mode. So moving on to the next figure. Next up is Prowl, and he's a remold of Dead End, and his little police car, and not much in the bottom. Now I am missing I am actually missing his gun though. Usually I replace it like here. So to transform them, take these panels off and rotate it, and then close them back. Turn the waist around, split it, and then take the windshield down, take the front car down, and also bring it down as well. Bring the arms, and bend them, pull up the hands, and then pull this down to reveal the head. So there is Prowl in robot mode. For articulation, head's on ball joint, arms on the ball joint. You can also swivel. This is on a hinge, and his fist can kind of move side, but they don't really rotate. Waist can swivel due to transformation. Legs are on the ball joint. Okay, next figure. So next up is Mirage, and he's basically a remold of Breakdown. As you can see, he's got a sword, and he's got a handgun, and he's basically a Lamborghini. So to transform him, pull down the spoiler, pull out the feet, flip up the windshield, fold up the front of the car, fold the hands up, then fold down the elbow, and then scissor the legs, split it, and then take this back piece, fold it up all the way like that, and then push his chest back, rotate the head, and then just give him his weapons. Just like that. Now, you can also store this on the back of the hood, just like that, if you want. So yeah, that's Sunstreaker in his robot mode. As for articulation, head moves, his arm moves, elbow moves, can also turn. His waist rotates, his legs move, and so does his feet. And let's take a look at the next figure. Next up is Mirage, which is a remold of Dragstrip. Now, Dragstrip originally did have 6 wheels in G1, but in Combine Wars they only gave him like 4. It was probably because it was trying to be like more modern, I guess. As you can see, he's an F1 car with number 62 in it. It also rolls well enough. Okay, now for transformation. Pull this up, turn it, and pull it down. Pull out the arms, fold on the hands, extend the legs, rotate it, split it, rotate the head, and give them weapons. So here is Mirage in robot mode. As for articulation, head moves, arm moves. Let's see, I forgot to bend it. Has a swivel. The hand kind of moves, but like doesn't rotate. Waist moves because of transformation, and his legs have ball joints. And let's take a look at the last one. The last one in the set is Optimus Prime, and he's a Legends class figure, so he's basically the smallest of all of them. Now, I don't really see why they made him Optimus Prime. Like, why can't they just name him Hot Rod? Because Optimus Prime was supposed to be, well, I mean, he's supposed to have his own trailer actually, and he's a remold of Blackjack, who was originally in G1 Micromasters. Now, they did bring back Micromasters in the Siege line. So anyway, nothing much in the bottom. Let me take this off. Now, he does become a chest, but we'll get into that after we combine it. So anyway, to transform them is very simple. You pull the arms, rotate them, take this hood of the car, turn it, attach the legs, and then pull this down, and then give him his shield. So yeah, that's Optimus Prime in his robot mode. In his articulation, head moves, his arm moves, his leg moves, and he's all in ball joints. Unfortunately, his waist don't swivel because, well, he's a Legends class figure. What do you expect? So now let's go on to combining. So first, Prowl and Ironhide are going to become legs. So to do that, we just remove Prowl's gun. So for Prowl, fold the arms, and then straighten the arms. I mean, yeah, fold the hands. Sorry. Attach the legs. Fold the chest up, and do that. Rotate the waist. Open up the panels. Fold it back. Just like that. But actually, you have to fold in the arms first. And then we can fold the panels back, like so. And then pull this connector piece up. And then we can put the foot piece like that. For Ironhide, we basically remove his weapons. Pull the connector piece all the way up. Combine the legs. And then put it back to what was like in truck mode. And then pull the arms back. Like so. And also you want to fold the front of the truck like that just to get out of the way. Like so. And also store his axe on the side. So there's the legs. So next up, Sunstreaker and Mirage are going to become the arms. So for Sunstreaker, rotate the head, bring the chest up, fold the arms back, and fold them down. And then bring this back to the hood. Fold up the connector piece like that. Then attach the legs like so. And then rotate the waist. And then for the connector piece, we just make a hand. And then plug it here. Wait, hold on. Like so. And then we can put his sword in it. Like that. For Mirage, let's just take out his weapons first. For Mirage, rotate the head, fold it back, and then fold up the connector piece. Like that. Raise up the arms, then fold them in here, then combine the legs, rotate the waist, and then do the same thing for this, and then give him the sword, then plug it here, and now we got the arms. And now for the leader Optimus Prime, is gonna become the torso and the head. So to do that, we put the head back, rotate the arms, fold them up, like so. And also fold on the hands, rotate the waist, and then put them in splits, and also rotate the the legs, fold these panels up, and then put on these tabs right here. And then in this waist plate, pull it down, just like that. Now it's time to combine. So we just attach the legs, like so. And fold this up, like that. Next up, the arms. Sunstreaker goes here, and then fold back the hand, and then Mirage goes here, fold on the hand, and lastly, open the chest, and then fold up Optimus Max's head, and then close it. And you can also put Optimus Prime's gun on his shoulder. So there you go. That is Optimus Maximus. And he's very big. And honestly, this is actually the biggest Transformer that I own. Now, what we can do with Rodimus is that you basically just transform him back to vehicle mode. And then put a shield on top of him, and then you can open the chest like so, and then just put him right here. And I don't really see why you want to do that. I mean, it doesn't really serve any purpose at all. And besides, it's kind of useless because it doesn't really stay in well. Like, it basically just sits there. And also, like, when you play around a bit, yeah, it basically just falls off easily. So it's better off just using it like this. Because honestly, Rodimus is probably the weakest out of all of them. So yeah, he isn't really that much worth it unless you really want him 100% complete, or at least if you like, well, in terms of having all the figures in the line. Now you can also switch out the limbs for him. Now I forgot to talk about the articulation that he has. His head moves. His antennas can also move. His arms are on a ratchet. Same in here. And also his hand can rotate. You can also move the crotch plate up. And his legs are on a ratchet. And this is what it looks like in the back. As you can see, there's the fake chest that was in the robot mode of Optimus Prime. And also, you can also see his fists appear, which is where you can also store the weapons in. And just getting stable. You might as well carry Rodimus. Or maybe not. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. As always, like, comment, and subscribe.